everything he needs to know about where he hid that egg thing. Talking about some, just look inside. And I was like, whenever I saw that part, and he was like, ugh, like at first I just thought that he just cut himself, like before he got into his car trying to get away. I didn't realize that the man literally cut himself open and put that in him. I was like, that is hardcore. He was like, just look inside. It makes sense now. And then it also made sense to him with that issue with, where he wrote look inside. I think that was when he wrote look inside on his chest, like all those years ago. It was like, I guess, his way of telling himself that. He was like, it all makes sense now. And this whole time, the guy that was chasing them was watching them. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, and I'm just watching them lead him to what he wanted. And they were like, he was like, that was actually pretty smart, interesting. So it's in his body. Okay. And he had already went to their base and took over, and they went back. This dude literally had time while they were gone. Track down the base, kill most of everybody, follow them where they were going, go back to the base, get the body, and then get the egg out of there. I'm like, now isn't this a mess? And then they're trying to get to him to stop him from activating this thing that's supposed to kill. Well, it's gonna kill everybody, and that's basically his solution to stopping the process. Because he was just like, I'm tired of this. Like, when I go, I want to go permanently. And I'm just like, so your solution is to kill everybody? That's not okay. But anyways, they're trying to stop this man after everybody then got shot up, killed, and sacrificed themselves to get him out. And then they go to this mansion that he had. I think it was, I can't remember where it was. I think it was in like Scotland or something like that. This mansion was the bomb diggity. Like, it just really was. I was looking at that mansion and I was like, this dude has a whole estate. But then I was trying to wonder, so okay, after he dies, how do they know that it's him to give the estate back to? Like, how does that work? Like, who's in charge that's like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so, even though he's a completely different person? Because in the past life, apparently, he was a white man. Now he's a black man with a British accent. Or I think it was a British accent. Don't get, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I think it was a British accent. Or it could have been, I don't know. It was an accent. But it's like, how do they know? Oh yeah, this is the guy whose state this is. He just looks different. Like, how does that work? How did that work? That's what I want to know. That's what they didn't make quite clear to me. But, like I said, when I saw that estate, I was like, he's up here living the good life and killing people in the process. But anyways, so they get there. He has this little machine. He's like, controlling drones. And the girl tried to go there by herself. And then he was like, I'm not letting her do this by herself. And then the other guy came too. And the thing that threw me for a loop that I laughed, I told my brother, I was like, it didn't dawn on me until after the fact. This man is laying on the table. I think he got shot. That's why he got shot in the gut. So he's laying on the table. The morphine's supposed to be going to him because he's the one in pain. And instead, the other guy is shooting himself up with the morphine, getting high, talking about, he's like, what are you doing, bro? He's like, oh, I'm getting high off of your morphine. Like there was nothing wrong with that. I'm like, bro, you are over here fine. He needs the morphine because he literally just got shot in his gut. And you getting high off the morphine. Off of his morphine. But he basically told him, like, pulled him together, and they basically went and helped her, because she probably would not have made it as far as she did. Well, no, there's no problem. She wouldn't have made it as far as she did without their help, helping her get in there. And even though she got stabbed, she was like, I gotta go release them. Like, I have to. And he helped her get in there and set up the bomb so that she could blow up all of the little chip thingies that had everybody that he had put in there to help release them. And I was like, man, she made sure, she was like, I have to release them. This is not fair. This is not right at all. And she made sure she did that. And then I thought it was going to be, I can't help but say this. I thought about Tom Cruise, the airplane, on one of the last Mission Impossibles. And he got on that airplane. It was pretty cool how he did it. How he caught up with on the motorcycle, and then he timed it just right and ran off, and he got on there and he had that katana. And then he got in there and they were fighting, and then they were falling and they were fighting, and he managed to stop him and disarm that thing. And he was like, no, and then he shot him with his own gun. I think that's what he did. He shot him with the gun. And I was like, I'm sorry, but that was just too close. That was just too close for comfort for me. Now, I don't know if he died when he hit the water or if he died later, but they all ended up meeting back up again later, talking about what took you so long to find me? I'm just like, and it just repeats itself over again, I guess. It wasn't too bad of a movie. I thought it was like a lot of action, of course, which is good, but you guys tell me what you think in the comments. Did you like this movie? Did you not like this movie? Why? Was there something that was confusing? Because like I said, that whole estate thing with different faces, somebody needs to explain that to me. Maybe they did and I just missed it. Somebody needs to explain that to me otherwise. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments.